Everyone deserves to live freely and authentically. This is a fundamental human right. Sadly, for many LGBTQIA+ people around the world, this right is denied. They face discrimination, violence, and prejudice simply for being who they are. We must stand up for LGBTQIA+ rights. We must fight for equality and justice. This essay will explore the challenges faced by LGBTQIA+ individuals globally. We will look at the progress made and the work that still needs to be done. It is a call to action for everyone to stand in solidarity with the LGBTQIA+ community. This fight is about human dignity. It's about ensuring that everyone, regardless of their sexual orientation or gender identity, can live with respect. It's about creating a world where everyone feels safe and valued.
LGBTQIA+ individuals are disproportionately affected by violence. This violence can be physical, sexual, or psychological. It can happen in homes, schools, workplaces, and public spaces. In many countries, LGBTQIA+ people are targeted for who they love. They are attacked, beaten, and even killed. This violence is often fueled by homophobia, transphobia, and a lack of legal protection. This violence has a devastating impact. It creates fear and trauma. It forces people to live in hiding. This is unacceptable. We must work to end the violence and create a safer world for LGBTQIA+ people everywhere.
In many parts of the world, laws discriminate against LGBTQIA+ people. These laws can criminalize same-sex relationships. They can make it difficult for transgender people to legally change their gender identity. These laws are unjust. They violate fundamental human rights. They create a climate of fear and discrimination. We need to repeal discriminatory laws. We need to create laws that protect LGBTQIA+ people from discrimination. Everyone deserves equal protection under the law.
LGBTQIA+ people face significant disparities in healthcare. They may experience discrimination from healthcare providers. They may lack access to culturally competent care. Transgender individuals, in particular, face obstacles in accessing hormone therapy and gender-affirming surgeries. This can have serious consequences for their physical and mental health. We need to ensure that healthcare providers are trained to provide sensitive and respectful care to LGBTQIA+ patients. We need to improve access to quality healthcare for all, regardless of sexual orientation or gender identity.
Section 5. Beyond the binary, recognizing intersectional identities. It's important to recognize that LGBTQIA+ people are not a monolith. They come from diverse backgrounds. They have different experiences and identities. We must adopt an intersectional approach to LGBTQIA+ rights. For example, LGBTQIA+ people of color face unique challenges. They experience racism, homophobia, and transphobia simultaneously. Their needs and experiences must be acknowledged and addressed. We must work to dismantle all forms of oppression. This includes racism, sexism, classism, and all other forms of discrimination. Only then can we achieve true equality for all.
Section 6. The power of visibility. Media representation matters. Media representation plays a crucial role in shaping public opinion. When LGBTQIA+ people are visible in the media, it helps to challenge stereotypes and promote understanding. Positive and accurate portrayals of LGBTQIA+ individuals can help to change hearts and minds. They can show the world that LGBTQIA+ people are just like everyone else. We need to support media that represents the diversity of the LGBTQIA+ community. We need to challenge negative and harmful stereotypes. Visibility can be a powerful tool for change.
Section 7. Education, the antidote to ignorance and prejudice. Education is key to combating homophobia, transphobia, and discrimination. By teaching young people about LGBTQIA+ issues, we can create a more accepting and inclusive society. Comprehensive sex education is essential. It should include information about sexual orientation and gender identity. It should teach young people about respect, diversity, and healthy relationships. We need to advocate for inclusive education systems. We need to support educators in creating safe and welcoming environments for all students.
Section 8. A call to action. Everyone has a role to play. The fight for LGBTQIA+ rights is a collective responsibility. Everyone has a role to play in creating a more just and equitable world. You can make a difference. Educate yourself about LGBTQIA+ issues. Speak out against discrimination and prejudice. Support LGBTQIA+ organizations and activists. Your voice matters, your actions matter. Together we can create a world where everyone is free to be themselves.
Section 9. Global progress strides towards equality. Despite the challenges, there has been progress in the fight for LGBTQIA+ rights globally. Many countries have legalized same-sex marriage. Laws protecting LGBTQIA+ people from discrimination are being enacted. These victories are the result of tireless activism and advocacy. They show that change is possible. However, the fight is far from over. We must continue to push for progress in countries where LGBTQIA+ people are still persecuted. We must work to ensure that all people can live with dignity and respect.
Section 10. Conclusion. The fight continues. The fight for LGBTQIA+ rights is a fight for human rights. It is a fight for equality, justice, and dignity. This fight requires a multifaceted and intersectional approach. We must address the violence, discrimination, and prejudice faced by LGBTQIA+ people. We must work to create a world where everyone is free to be themselves without fear of harm or discrimination. Let us continue to raise our voices, challenge injustice, and create a more inclusive and equitable world for all. The fight continues, but together we can make a difference.